Welcome back to my channel, Kitten Up Kitten, and today I am doing more on kitting up for my next project, my next conversion. If you do not know what a conversion is, just hang around and I will explain. First of all, if you are brand new to my channel, thank you for joining me. Please do take the time to have a look around, see what you think. If you're coming back, welcome back, and I'll just explain briefly what I'm doing. So I am doing a conversion project. This is a Heaven and Earth design project. It is a cross stitch pattern that I'm converting to a diamond painting. Now I've currently got one on the go, a project on the go, which if you have watched any of the DIY DP, which is the event I run twice a year, you will know that canvas. This is a brand new one. This is Bilbo Baggins. Of course it is. It is only 27 colours. It is 56.75 by 81.25 centimetres in total. I am doing this on graph paper using double-sided tape, as done previously by Penny at Kalbs Sparkles. So I have already got a kit. You will have seen that I've already started kitting this up, but here's what I've changed. I changed the labels. I was not happy with the labels. Tried to clean the pots up a little bit. What I did, instead of doing the convoluted thing where I put it through the Xyron sticker maker, I actually just took screenshots directly from Pattern Keeper, where I've got this pattern, and I then printed it onto sticker paper. It looks much nicer, much neater. What I do need to remember, of course, is that these numbers here, which are the ones that are under 150, I have got alternative numbers for, but I have it written down on my original sheet, so it's all good. So what I'm gonna do, I have got the evening to myself. Husband is out, child is out, although she's not a child, she's nearly 20. They're both out for the evening. It is the longest day of the year. It is absolutely baking hot, and what am I doing for fun on a Saturday evening? I'm doing this, because of course, why would you need to do anything else? So I have got a crap ton. These are all of the spare drills that I got from Penny over at Kalbs Sparkles. I went over there today. She has literally, I'm pretty sure she's drill funded this canvas. It's a whole new term. We're gonna make it big. Hashtag drill fund. So she has contributed a massive amount. We'll see exactly how much as we're going. So the plan is, not only am I going to see what I've got in here, I'm also going to put the extras into a bag so that I know where they are. I'll stick a label on there, and we're going to see how many of these I have got towards my totals, and also I'm going to check what I've also got in my spares, because I haven't even done that. The only ones that I filled, really, I've done my 310. I just filled the ones where I did them from the kit that I was kitting down. So that is the purpose. I am going to get all of these and find out how many I've got. I'm going to put as many as I can into here. I'm putting any extras in here. So the things that I'm going to need, I am going to need some bags. So I have pulled all of my balls out. So in one of these somewhere, she says, I bet they're in the other one. So I'm going to need some bags. I am also going to need, not them, there we go. I've got some bags. So I've got some bags, and I'll just put the extras in there. I'm not going to worry too much about stickers, because I've actually got these bags anyway, which have got stickers on them. So I'll probably just use one of those, but just in case. And yeah, it's just a case of going through and ticking off what we've got. Now I have already done these. So these are what I've got out of those totals. So I'm hoping I do have a pair of scales as well. Just because it means that I can weigh them. And what I've done, I know that one of these pots on its own weighs a certain amount. So I've weighed that, and I've then filled a pot up like this. And I know that these pots hold around 1,200 drills. It's going to make it so much quicker. However, do you want to go that way? I also have a few mixed bags, so they may not all be the same shade. So 169, they're a bit of a mix. I think 169, yeah, I haven't got any, so that can all go in there. But then when we get to 317, she has very kindly given me 5 bags, so there's a mix. So it's a case of using your noggin about which ones to use, but I'll explain that as we go. So grab yourself a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, a soft drink, an alcoholic drink, whatever floats your boat, whether you are morning, noon or night. Get yourself a drink, get comfy. You may even be working on your project while you're listening to me ramble on, and that's fine too. So grab what you need and I'll be back in a minute. So I've got, you may at some point hear Ashley shout because the buzzer's gone off. So let's start off first of all. So number 3, that is all that I need of that colour. So that one is done. So what I'm going to do, I've got a highlighter and I'm going to highlight any that I've got all the drills for. So 9, 3, 2, I've got all the drills for. So the next one, so number 4, I've actually got a pot full there, so I've got around 900. So let's move that one. Now I'm not going in DMC order here because these aren't in the right order. So I want 414. So how many of those have we got here? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 414, I've got quite a few, so I know that a whole pot full is 1,200. So I'm going to use these ones first of all, because these, oh, are they? They're not the same colour match, those ones are. Right, so these are a colour match, so I'm going to fill this pot up from this one. So the way that you work out the numbers is 200 drills weighs around, so already I know that I have got 1,200 in that pot. You get 1,200 drills in one of those pots. So how many do I need? 2,477. So I need 2 full pots. Plus some. So I've got a full pot there, so that's 1,200, and then I've got one, oh hang on, let's reset that. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 26 grams. Well, 10.2 grams is 1,200, so I have got more than enough. So we have all of that one. So what I am going to do, I'm going to run a highlighter all the way through that because I know I've got all of the drills. Now I don't necessarily want them all in individual bags, but they are mixed colours. So I am going to, I think I'm probably going to put them together. So I'll put these two together. And this is just because Penny has had, you know, let's put them in there. Penny has had quite a few acrylic drills as well. She's, you know, she's got an extensive amount of spare drills. And she wanted gone because she wants to be using just her Diamond Art Club ones now. And that's understandable. So would I. So I am going to be quite naughty. I am going to bung all of these into one. Now I know in my storage I have been much, much better. But the truth of the matter is, it's really not going to make that much difference. The point with this canvas is it is not highly coloured. They're all neutral, greys, tones. earth tones because it's a black and white picture. That did not want to go in there. So let's get rid of that one. And that will then give me 2 bags that I can then put in my overflow, like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to check for 14 and just see if I've got any in here. Yeah, I actually don't. So, but I have got enough there, so I don't need those. So the next one is 644. And then we'll go back to, I think she said 535, 535, 644. She didn't have any of, so I'm going to have a look and just see if I have 644. No, so I don't have any 644, which is number 5. I have got what I've got in here, so I've got 300. So I may need more of those. For the time being, I've got enough to keep going. So I would say, actually, I've probably got half of those, so that's 600. So I'm going to mark this off. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put that I've got, oh, hang on, I might as well put what I need, hadn't I? So 3,126, like that. Right, 778. I did know there was a couple of colours that, well, they're in the wrong order. 642, 778. So I've got a few. 778, let's have a look. 778 is number 6. I have got a few. They match. So how many do I need? I need 2,000. I think they are a pretty good match as well. So I'm going to pour all of these. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pour them in here because it's just easier. I'm going to use my tray like a funnel, which is going to make it a lot easier for me to fill that up. This is the only thing I use a standard tray for, as a funnel. And then I can control. So there we go. That's 1,200 in there. So I've got 1,200. I'm going to put them back in that bag because that's a better bag. And the reason I'm keeping them separate is because I've got these colours and then I've got this pinker colour. Do you see what I mean? So I will use all of these up first and then them. So I know I've got 1,200 in there, which leaves me 1,500. So how many have we got? 1, 2, 3. $19 grams. More than enough. More than enough. So again, I can take that one out. Thank you, Penny. I also need to say a thank you to Mandy for sending the extra drills. So because I've got those ones, I am going to keep all of those in there like that. So that's that one done. That bag can go in the bin. See, we're getting there. I'm pretty sure that I haven't got any of that, but I'm going to double check. It will be in this drawer. 778. Oh, I have. Look. Oh, no, they're round. Have I got any square? No, I haven't got any square. So there we go. So I didn't have any of those. So that's that one done. And then we've got 642. So 5, 6, 4, 7. I haven't done them in order, have I? No, I have not. 642, 642, 642. So I got some, I think. Is that number 7? 642. I've got a very few. They match. And they match. Oh, they all match. That's good. Okay, so I need 2,781. So to make it easy, I am going to pour them all in here. I'm not sure why I'm singing. Somebody pointed out that I was singing in the video the other day. You know, these things happen. Someone will say something, or I'll say something, and it will be a song, and that'll be it. Off I go. Right, so that is 1,200. So we've definitely got that. And then I have got these. So 7 grams. So I would say about another 800. So I would need still. So I've got 1,002. That leaves me 1,005. So I'd say I need 1,000 still. But it's not much, is it? 642. I'm going to double check in here just in case. No, I definitely don't. So no 642. So I need 1,000 of those. They can now go in there. Thank you very much. And then the last one. This is 3865. Is it 3865? Yes. Now, I don't think... Thank you. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Literally tried to have something to eat, and it's just so hot. I can't bear it, so vetoed that idea. Right, where did we get to? 3865. Don't think she had any of those, so let me have a look. I have got what have we got here? They're rounds, so they're no good. Oh, they're rounds. 3866. They're ecru. I don't think I've got any either. No. Okay, so I haven't got any of those. So that's definitely some I need to get. I need to sort that drawer out because that's not great. So that's them done. So I do need 3865. I've got a pot full, as you can see. So that's 1,200. So I've already took them out. So we'll say I want 2,640. So I definitely need some of those. Okay, but I've got some, so that's a start. Okay, so now, as you can see, I can get to the normal colours that are in DMC order. So 169. 169 first. I only need 77. I'm just going to check what I've got in here in case I've got any. 169. I've got literally a few, so I'll use these because there's more of these. So 77. I don't need many. I don't need all of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that because that is more than enough. And then what I'm going to do, 169, because they're not a colour match, I'm going to keep that bag like that. It will drive Penny mad that I put it in the same bit and it's got a different label. 169, I have got all of those. So we're gonna do that, so we know that I've got them all. 310. 310, I've got more than enough of them. I think in here I have got a massive black bag, and not only do I have this black bag, I've also got this tub as well. So in this one I've got 29 grams, so you're looking at 3,000. I've already filled up 3 pots with those, and I've got these as well. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to empty these, because this is my 310 pot. And the thing is with 310s, we end up with so many of them, don't we? So I know that I will have more to come. I'm pretty sure that's a good amount there. So I'm not too worried about the 310. So I am going to assume, keep that bag in there. So 310, I haven't quite got enough, but I will have plenty of those incoming. So I will double check later on. 317, let's have a look if I've got any in here first. I hope you're liking my storage. I love my storage. Right, 317, I've actually got a couple of bags full. So how many do I need? I need 2,295. So 317, what have we got here? I have got, that's a mixed bag, but it's a very big mixed bag. Just having a look. So I think they are all very similar. That's very much lighter, so that's one of mine. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this bag first. So how many do we need? 2,295. So we know that's 1,200 right there. And that's 25 grams. So there's enough just in that one. So with these ones, I am going to put these, let's get rid of that bag. That is my bag that has got my decent ones in. So it's a decent bag I meant. That's what I meant. However, I'm also aware that Penny's bags are also decent bags. So what I am going to do, because I'd rather take them out of mine first, because I know mine's a mixed lot. Okay, there will be enough in there. There's so many I can't even get it done up. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay. How many is that? Yeah, more than enough. Right, so that can go in there for my spares. All of these can go into this bag. If that bag was already a flat colour, I would be more concerned about that. Says 318. That's a different colour completely. 317. Yes, if I had a bag that I knew wasn't a split bag, you know, if I knew it was definitely all one shop, then I would start a new bag, but I don't, because these are mixed. So I am just going to put them all in this bag. And what I will do is I will see that it's mixed, and then the next time I have Diamond Art Club ones, I will put them in a new bag, because that is how I roll on a Saturday night when everybody else is out having fun. I am going to take a little trip to the shop in a bit. I'm going to go get some ice cream as a treat. So I'm going to put these back in here so that I've got some. But we can safely say that I have all of the 317 that I need. Again, thank you, Penny. So that's that one. Okay, 415. I need 2. You heard right. 2. So hopefully I've got some. Yeah, of course I have. So I'm going to pop in a couple more than 2, because poor jar. Do you know what I mean? It's so few. Okay, so that's that one done. So we've got those. I remember saying to Penny, I'm pretty sure I've got 2. It's a bit of a waste having a colour at all, doesn't it? Okay, so 451. Oh no, I've got a 317. Where was 317 for? 317. Oh, it was that one. I've missed a bag. Got all of those as well. I'll put that to one side and I'll put it away later. So 451. I have got 3 bags. I'm just going to have a look because it's the first bag in here. 451. I have got a cheapy bag, so I'm not going to use that one. So I'm going to keep that one. How many do I need? 3,735. So they can all go in there, like so. These actually do look like a consistent colour. Let's put those in first and we'll just see where we are. What are you doing? What are you doing while you're watching this video? Or listening? Are you working on your whip? Right. Okay, that's nearly. So let's just top that up with a few. Like that. So that is 1,200 roughly. Now I do state this is roughly because I don't know for definite. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pour them in there and get rid of that bag. And then I'm going to pour all of those in there. And then I can keep that bag for me. So I've got a nice bag. And then I can pour these in here and I can weigh them before I put them in that big bag. And that Ziploc bag will stay in the case, in that Ziploc bag until I have finished the project. The project, not the product. So we've got 12,000 in there, so another 1,200, so 2,400. So I still need, so let's not do that. I still need 1,002, that's 2,004, 1,003. Okay, so that will go in there and I can top up from that. Then we have 452. 452 I haven't got any of yet. Let me check in here and make sure. And this is the thing, I have got some. I hadn't even checked my own drills to see what I had. Now I'm going to take this out. I'm going to pour them in there because I don't like working with these bags. Don't like working with the bags. I will need a new bag for those. However, if one of these bags that Penny has given me is really nice, then I will just nick that. There we go. 452. Because, you know, that's how I roll. Nothing like a gift horse, is there? Okay. Although her card's different colour to mine, but I'm not that fussy. So I'm going to put those all in. Like so. And we're going to fill the pot up and we're going to go from there. But that way I can get rid of these little bags that I don't like so much of. Okay, 1,200 there. 452. Oh, I need 11,000. I need a lot of those. 11,000. So 1,200. And then if I put all of these into here. The thing is, by the time I get done with the other one, right, so there's 10 grams there, so that's another 1,200. So I've got 2,400. So I still need 1,000, 11,000, so that's 9. Yeah, so I still need 9,000. So that will be a colour that I will be getting, definitely getting more of. 453. I've got a few. Let's just check in here to see if I've got any rounds. 453. There's also the fact that I may need to get the labels out, but I'm not doing that tonight. I can't be bothered. Right, so I'm actually going to go 453 because it's actually this darker colour, so I'm going to do this one. I'm going to fill up from this one. And then I'm going to keep that one and I'm going to put it in there, and then it will remind me to get a new label out next time. I have got them close by, I just can't be bothered to. Right, so that's 1,200, and how many do I need? I need 765. So that is more than enough. I don't need any of those. So, oh balls. I completely dropped those. So I will, because they're a mixed bag, I'm trying to be really good and four, 5, 2, 4, 5, 3. So I'm going to pop them in there, although they're mixed colours, and then I'm going to mark this one off because we've got those. So that's 4, 5, 3. Okay, 5, 2, 4. 5, 2, 4. I haven't got any in there. 5, 2, 4. Let's have a look in here. 5, 2, 4. I also forgot to say, I've got a few, not many. How many do I need? I just need 54. Do we think that I've got 54 in this? If I've got 54 in here, they've literally... I'm going to count them now. I'm going to have a rough idea. 5, 10, 20, 30. Yeah, I've got enough. Woohoo! One of those moments where keeping your spares works out. 5, 2, 4 is complete. I am happy. So I don't need any of those. Excellent. So that can go back like so. And what I'm going to do is I've got the 317 there. I think they're in this box. I'm going to pop them away while I'm here because this box is nearly done. 317, it's going to be right at the end. Yeah, there we go. See, already that drawer's getting full. Okay, what do we have up next? 535. I don't know why she's put them in. I think that might be a mistake because I didn't need those. Okay, 535. I have got 3 bags. How many do I need? 2,707. I've got another bag there. Go on out, Pepper, because your head's shaking. Come on. It's driving me mad. Okay, 535. I need 2,000. So let's get the biggest, fullest bag first. Right, I'm going to go for that one. Just because they look like really good drills. Okay, so 535 in there. Well, not too far off. Next we've got this colour. Like so. So that's 1,200. I think it's much easier to weigh and get a general idea. It just makes it easier for you. Well, for me, I find that easier. 535. I haven't got any square, so I've already taken mine out. So let's put, trying to think, that might be the better bag actually, but let's weigh them. Let's put all of these in one bag because that will make it easy for me. Plans for the rest of this evening. Like I said, I'm going to go up to the shop. I'm going to wait for Ashley to go out. I might even drop him near the pub if he's lucky. And then I'm going to pop to the shop and get some ice cream. Because I've tried to eat my dinner, it's just too hot to eat it. So, yeah, some ice cream and then possibly TV. The odds are that I will go to sleep quite early because I was up really early this morning. Long story short. 9 grams, so another 1,200. So I've got 1,200, 2,004. I literally need around 300 of those. So they can go in there and I will worry about them later. 645. I think, yeah, I've got enough of. Yes, I did that. So 645 I've got enough of. So let's cross that one off, being that I've started now doing them with a highlighter. 647. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 bags. So let's move this because this one is now defunct. I have done them all. And this is just the way that I work through. Just a bag at a time, a number at a time. So 647, they all look pretty similar. So that looks similar. So I'm definitely looking for more of a grey tone. Okay, that's a mix. So I think actually I may be able to just mix all of them. So let's do that. Penny will be watching in horror. Why are you mixing them? Because it's easier than keeping 4 million bags. Now, obviously, I didn't have any. So that one can go. No, I've got no squares. So So they can go in there. And it's like I said, it's like you don't need to have a set number. Okay, you don't need to know exactly, because very often I will check as we get towards the event, I will check to see what drills I may possibly need. And then we go on the group and we ask. So if you are not part of the group already and you would like to take part in the next DIY DP Winter 25, that will be the next one, please go into the description box of this or any video for that matter, and click the link. It will take you to the group, because that's where all of your figures and everything need to go. That's where you register to take part. Register is a very posh term for letting me know because you put your name on a post, but you know, I've got to make it sound good. Okay, so 1,200 there. If I get, that's probably the best bag. Let's do that one, and then I can weigh them. It just gives me an idea, a rough idea of where I am without having to measure huge amounts, because that is not always fun. 14 grams, so way over, so 1,600, and I've already got 1,200, so I think we've got enough. 647, we need 2,800, so 1,002, 2,008. I think we've got enough, and I may be wrong, but it's not a biggie, is it? Not really. So let's do that one. Next up, 648. And I appreciate you joining me on this. I'm having coffee at the minute, so I'm thinking that I may get ice cream and a nice cool bottle of Coke. I don't drink Coke normally, and that will be my treat for today. Right, I've got no 648 in there. And I need 1,260, so a pot full will do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for these ones first. Those ones first, because that's a fullish bag. I'm just going to put it in there. I don't know why I don't do this all the time. It's just easier. Okay, so that's 1,200 easily. So I am going to put those into this bag. That will be enough, more than enough for what I need. So let's highlight that one off. Do you see what I mean? I've gone over and she's gone through all of her spares, bless her. And I've got all of this. So that is surplus to requirement, 648. So I'm going to pop that in there. Okay. Are we still in shot? I do hope so. 844. I haven't got any in there. So let's have a look in here. 844. Oh, I've got loads. 844. Right. 8. Look, bags and bags and bags. So I've got all of these first of all. But that bag looks a lot darker. Right, they look similar. They look similar. Okay, let's do this one. How many do we need? 2,192. So we'll fill this one up first. So I'll do it over the tray. Lots of bits coming off printers and stuff today, so that's been interesting. 1,200. Right, so that's 1,200, and then we need what? 1,200. So I need another. So if I put these in, because I think, oh, I probably want to put them in that bag, don't I? Never mind. Okay, put them in there. I will save that bag. And I'll put all of these in here because I just need 2,100. So I just need another good amount. That will probably do it. Yeah, 13 grams. There we go. So that's that done. So I don't need all of those. So what I am going to do, I'm going to pull them in. Get rid of that bag. I will go through these bags and salvage the pieces of card because you know that I don't like waste. So I will reuse them. And it will drive people mad. They'll go, you know, you got white card in some and cream card. I don't care. I don't care. Because do you know what's more important? The planet. And that is the truth. Right, so that's that done. So that can go. Right, let's highlight that one out. 844. Okay, 3024, I actually only need 71. They're two different shades. Let me get rid of this box because that is now done. What number is it? 3024. So that will be in here. Have I got any? I've got a few. How many do I need? 71. The question is, do I have enough? Right, they look more like a similar colour than that. So I'm going to put that one back. And that will be my new start because the odds are they're probably Diamond Art Club ones. And then these can go in here and I will reuse these. Hello, baby. I have no idea. They're probably in boxes, honey. There's... yeah. You may use those. Okay. If you give me a knock when you're ready, yeah. I'll drop you off because I need to go to the shop. Okay. All right? Yeah. Oh, he stinks like a horse handbag. I'm sure he'll be pleased at that. There is definitely 74 there, isn't there? 71, sorry. So that's a done deal. 3024. 3371. Okay, let's have a look because there are multiple bags here. So the good thing about 3371 is they're all quite dark. So I think, how many do I need? 2,964. So I am going to wing it. First of all, they're all the same. Like, they are beautiful drills. And the odds are they're art dot. Okay, so there's 1,200. And we need 2,964. So let's leave that bag. And I know I've got some as well. So I am going to put all of these in because it's such a dark colour. It's one of those ones. I would be the same with 310. That they're so dark that you wouldn't, unless you really looked closely, you wouldn't know the difference. So I will just put them in together. The quality will tell, the colour not always. Okay, let's have a look. 3371, bags of it. Bags and bags and bags, look. So let's put all of those into this bag. So I need another 1,700. Get that off there. 25 grams. I've got enough in that bag. How much is that? 10 grams, 1,200. So not quite. So if I top this up, like so, I am going to grab a piece of card. That bag actually is rubbish. Sorry, Penny. I am reusing your bags because, you know, you wouldn't want me to waste stuff, would you? Of course not. So if I put all of those in there, that can then go in my overflow bag and I will have more than enough. And then I'm going to pour those in there. And this is what I love about Penny's labels, bag labels. Look at this. Oh. Spoke too soon. I was about to say they come off beautifully. Let me just get the door. Oh, bless. It was the next door neighbour who had said he'd come round to cut the hedges. So he said to Ash he can either do it, he can do it next Sunday, or Ash can borrow his tools. But because Ash is going out drinking, he's like, no, it's okay, mate. It's all fine. Right, 3371. They can go in there. That bag can go. And that colour is all done. Why would you possibly need anything better to do on a Saturday night than sort out your spare drills? I love it. I love the fact that I have got, because of somebody else's generosity, I have got enough to be starting. Right, so these are not in order. 3779. Absolutely bag loads of these. Look, ridiculous. How many? 4,799. Okay, so let's start with this bag. I'm just going to go, there is more than enough here. I know there is. Oops. First bottle, 1,200. Right, so let's put that to one side. How many have we got there? 12, so another, so that's 2,400. 2,306. Nearly 4. One more bag. Most definitely. So I have more than enough there. Thank you so much, Penny. So that one's done. So these two, 3799. I actually need my other box. So let's put that one away. It's actually even better because I know Penny has now told everybody that she's moved. She's actually moved a bit closer and she's right near where my family are. So I have plenty of excuses to go over that way. 3799. I have got browns and darks, so I'm going to put those in with those. I'm not going to worry about the labels. However, I need to sort this out. I might do that while I'm doing this, but I do need to make a little bit more room in that one, I think. Okay. 3860. That's 3861. 3861. 3860. So I've got 4 bags here. So get that back. 393860. How many do I need? 3,059. They all look a similar colour. So let's start with that one. Oh, we've got a random blue. Yeah, look at that. Easily 1,200 there. 1,200 to, yeah, probably. Let's put all them into one bag. That will make it easier, won't it? Put them all into one bag. Like that. I am aware, so I apologise to anyone who is watching. I am aware that I would have been out of shot in parts of this. I just want to get it done. Plus, if I get this done, I will feel like I've done something, and it means that tomorrow I have got the whole day to diamond paint. 14 grams, so 2,000 maybe. I think I'm going to have those. I need 3,059. Yeah, I think I've got those. So let's do that. 3860. Let me just have a look and see if I've got any in here. And I've got a ton as well, so I've got more than enough. So I'll put those in. I will check in here before, you know, I decide that I haven't got any. 3861. 3861. Have I got any? 3861. I have got a very big mixed bag, but I do need 2,000, nearly 3,000 of them. So let's start with this bag because it's already mixed. Let's get those in there because that will be my first 1,200. And then if I put those, all of those, into this bag, I've barely drunk my coffee, so it's probably cold. Yeah, 20 grams. So that's 2,400 there. Yeah, more than enough. Okay, so that's good. I'm going to keep these because I know they're all one colour. 3861. So, although they're acrylic, they are all the same colour. Okay, I'm going to cross off B2500 because I've actually switched those for ABs. And then the last one is 3866. And look at this, she's got a multitude. I'm actually going to go for this bag because I only need 1,500. And I think I am going to have the majority of those in this one. And actually, because she's good and she does colour match, they look beautiful. They look beautiful. So yeah, already look, 1,200 there. And then the rest can stay in this bag. I think they're a colour match for those. That is more than enough for what I need. They are a similar colour. 3866. Oh, are these in this one? 3866. Okay, so let me see if I can stand these up. So basically what's happened, because it's the last bit, I think these are all ABs, so I just need to sort this drawer out. So let's do that now. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a load of bags, etc., in the back of it to plump it out, to try and stop it falling forwards is the word. So let's find my cards. So I've got B5 200, 3865. So 3865 and 3866. So they can go there. I'm going to leave these in this one. Have I got a bag for 3866? I possibly have, but it has no label on it. That's a bit of a bugger, isn't it? And these are the new 600 numbers. So I haven't even sorted these out yet. These are brand new. Ecru. So it's probably going to be 601, 610. Yeah, they're all mixed up. Okay. Right, so I don't have a bag. Yes, I do. What are these? Okay, 3866. So all of those. So all of these. Look at that beautiful big bag. And all of these. Like instantly, I've got a full bag already. Okay, this is not working. Let's tip them into there. I am so sorry if I'm out of shot. It's because I've got so much on the desk. Okay, let's get rid of that. So I do now have a bag for those. So we've got B5 200 Snow White. We have 3866. I have two separate colours, but I have no rounds. Where's my card? There we go, 5200. So that needs to go in there. That needs to go in there. And then we'll pop those in the back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop all of these bags into the back as well. Oh, there we go. 3866. And then hopefully I can reuse those because, like I said, I don't like waste. And then I'm going to pop a load of bags in. So it's not ideal at all, but they're in. And it also means that really I'm ready to bloody go. Can you believe it? So I'm going to keep those ones and those ones because they'll be true colours. That can go in there. That's me done. And I gained a tub as well because she let me bring the tub back, which looks like a nice big tub to keep my trays in. So this is where all my extras will be. I will squish them down to one end and pop that in the top there, and I will keep them together. Just so I know where everything is. And that now means I've got enough of those. So that can go. I don't even know if that's going to do it with that bag in there, you know, it's quite big. If necessary, I could keep this because I don't think that's going to... Oh, it might. Anyway, that now means I'm going to put them in there. Let me find. I'm bound to have a bit of sticker paper in the bin that I can use because, you know, I can't deal with that being in there. It's too big. I know a lot of people say that with the bottle storage, they don't like having the extras and having to fill the bottles up. It really doesn't bother me. I'm, you know, quite happy to do that. So we're going to put Bilbo, Baggins, extras. And then I'm going to stick that on the front of this bag. And maybe It might not. I might be able to find room on my desk so that I can have this out all the time, because I was planning. I don't know how much better my trays will fit in there. No. I like them in there, so I'll keep that in there and I'll put it on my desk. And it just means that I've only got to keep an eye open for those particular colours, because I've got everything else. So I think you'll agree, if you have seen the previous video, the labels look much nicer. The bottles look a bit tidier. I love the fact it's only 27 colours. It's going to make it, you know, I am not a max colour person. I haven't got the energy for that. I really don't. So thank you for joining me for this video. I hope that you have a fabulous weekend and that you've done something interesting. And I will see you soon on another video. Bye for now.